Diggity dangers, what's up, Flobo After Hours? You know this. It's your Monday night delight here up in the treehouse. It is I, Flobito, having the time of his life. You know the deal. Every Monday night, 10 p.m. Pacific, I sit and chat with people who are doing big things, who are making things happen all over planet Earth and the universe. Well, thanks to one of piling into the chat here. Haywood, Juan, Chris, and Marie, and hey, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Listen, here's the deal. I want to give a big shout out to the members of the Boisterous crew. That's the people right there that support the show, support the other shows in the network. Learn more at patreon.com/Flobo Boyce. You call it the Boisterous crew. You can get locked into bonus content, interviews, and more. You guys mean the world to me. You guys make this a possibility. So again, I got to give a big shout out to the people down here at the bottom. Chris C, Christy H, ACH, Edric P, Oliver E, Princess Leia, Matt C, Lindsay U, and Richard R. You make this show a reality. Had a bit of a cool news story for me today, but I was going to say real quick that we had planned to have Lori Livingston here to talk with what's going on, but we had some technical difficulties. It happens. It's part of the process, but I didn't want to cancel the show out, right? So we're going to have a little bit of a chat. So if you ever have a question, you ever want to ask Flobito, now's the time because we're vibing. You probably won't even go the whole hour. We're going to have a little bit of a good time. Lori Livingston will be back on a future episode of What's Up Flobo After Hours. That's live television for ya, daddy. But what was really cool that happened to me this week is that I can finally say your boy, Flobito, is an award-winning host. It's true. Your boy Flobo is an award-winning host. The breaking news, if there were ever such a thing, What's Up Flobo After Hours just won the 2021 Knicks Marcom Award, Knicks Video Award, for Best on Camera Talent. That's your boy. Didn't think it was possible. 45 episodes, 45 weeks doing this. It was kind of on a very small rig of a setup on my laptop, hunched over a bedside table. It's quite evolved to this dual screened affair on a card table. But every Monday night has been a little bit fun. So I'm so glad for people like yourself, Haywood, people like yourself, Kirsten, who come in every Monday night to hang and vibe with us, on this show. I just want to make sure you guys have known that the 2021 Knicks Gold Award winner, I am an award-winning journalist. So this first time on What's Up Flobo After Hours is doing a little different today. We had Lori Livingston planned, and we're going to have her back on a future episode of the show. But if you have any questions for me, we're talking about anything personal, professional, anything under the sun, we could probably talk about that in the next couple of minutes or so. Due to technical difficulties, Lori Livingston will not be here, but she has done interviews with my friend James Lott Junior. So make sure you check them out at JLJ Media over there on YouTube, youtube.com/JLJ Media for a recent interview to get more about Lori's story. And I hope to have her back on the show in a future edition. Now it's Monday night, and your boy is old and tired. And I realized this hanging out, preparing for the show. And I guess I can get to really more about what goes into the show here. Now I have the time. So the thing is about this, a lot of people just they understand that I just write or I just do the show in the moment. It's not true. I have notes. I take the time in the morning to really research my guests. And so in the morning time, I make sure to decide what game I'm doing. The games have been like a really big part of the show, which I really enjoy. Figure out which one would work with which guest. And that's always been a challenge for me to find out the best game that works for people. In the 45 weeks I've done this show, the more popular one was the one we played last week. It's called Risky Sevens. That's the one where I ask trivia questions with money for charity on the line. And I make a point to tell people that you got to pick a charity that you care about because I am going to make the donation on your behalf. And it's been kind of cool to see the kind of charities people select, but also cool to see that the effort in answering dumb trivia questions in order to make that a possibility to really donate money there. Having so much fun. So Risky Sevens, hands down, one of my favorite games, but you don't want to make it every week because one, I'll go broke. So I try to make sure I mix it up and I'm not stale. So we have a couple ones like last time, favorite things. The one today was going to be color coded. If you guys remember the episode I had with Tony Moore for More Please, that's when we take questions surrounding a color and we ask personal questions, but they're all kind of related to a color. And so I do the game first, and I think about what's the hottest project that my guest is working on. And in between, we have some fun. And I always make it a point not to make it an interview. Like I make sure it's like a conversation over a hot beverage in my case, because my voice is usually shot by the time I go live. So I have like my tea or coffee. But other times I'll have a little bit of a wine, a little bit of a brewski or what have you. Like we said, we're doing an open question thing as I just try to flail and make a show out of thin air, because I'd rather do a show with no guest than no show at all. It's your boy Flobo. What's up, Flobo After Hours? Haywood Wong asks, what is your opinion of live events coming, and are you ready to attend them? Now, I was just talking about this to my mom the other day, or yesterday, because it was Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to mothers out there. I can tell you one thing. I called my mom, and I did the cutest thing. I already sent her a gift. For those of you who are members of the Boisterous crew, I asked a couple weeks ago what to get my mom for Mother's Day. He said something nice. And so I got her like these odd shaped like pillows so she could wear it on her back or on her neck or that kind of thing, because she's a little bit older. And so I'm the best son ever. I was talking to my mom yesterday though about the idea of what live events are going to be like. So I had a pre-pandemic life. I had the shows. Yes, sir, Kirsten. Happy Mother's Day. Mama Flobo. Hey, also, side note, when I called her, I gave her every picture I had of her and I for the past 3 or 4 years. Every time I see her now, I take a selfie here, a selfie there. And she didn't realize how loved she was. We went to the Caribbean together. We were in Atlantic City together. We did wine tasting and rum tasting things together. It's pretty cool. So we're talking about live events. So before the pandemic, there was this pre-pandemic life. You guys may have heard me talk about this before on other episodes. I loved it. All of my jobs were live entertainment. So I did stand-up comedy. That was one. You heard about that whole career. And that was all comedy clubs. Even before the pandemic, I thought it was kind of crazy. All the comics shared microphones and stuff like that. Even my other career as a wedding DJ, live events. Right? You're taking the music to 200, 375 guests or whatever. Even my third or fourth like pickup job, that job you take in between the two main jobs to make even more money. Sorry, I'm Caribbean. That is totally a stereotype, but it's true. Even that one, I worked as a PA at the Belasco. The Belasco is a theater venue here in downtown LA, and I was known as a hospitality PA. And what that means is I get the green M&Ms for a band. So when a band comes and plays at the Belasco, they have a technical writer, which has all the gear they need, and a hospitality writer, which is all the food and drink and stuff they need for their voice and stuff. And I was a runner for that. So I will get the writer, and I will go across town and get like Uncrustables. You'd be surprised how many adults love Uncrustables. I would get Uncrustables. I would get like olives. I would get beer. I would get liquor. I would get wine. I would get all that stuff too. And that was kind of interesting that all my careers, all my jobs were live entertainment. Pandemic hit and cut that off. You guys were there. You all lived it. I'm not going to walk through it. It was weird. And on one hand, it was great because I got to do content. I got to do this. I got to talk to a microphone and sweat it out. When I have a show, What's Up Flobo After Hours was 100% completely live, but I still love it because even if I'm having the worst time, even if I'm bombing, I'm enjoying the bomb, baby. But I'm glad that we're getting a little bit of that normalcy. I'm glad that live events are coming back. I kind of like the pace it's coming back. People who are more comfortable are just going. Events are at part capacity. I know for the next couple of months it's going to be entertaining. Like the Mets, my hometown Metsies are going to be in town next month. So I might go check them out in San Diego, hopefully. That'd be kind of cool to see that and having some crowd there. But I'm glad it wasn't just a big, like, it's back open, full capacity, 40,000 people. Because I can tell you, even I wasn't the biggest germaphobe. I'm kind of germaphobe. I like a semi-germaphobe, I walk around my house and be like, yeah, that stove needs cleaning tomorrow. But if I'm like at your house and it's the same stove, I get skeeved out. You know what I mean? Like I like going to 3.5-star hotels, not because I'm fancy, because I know that if it's not to my standard, I can complain. You know what I'm saying? So everyone has their own comfortability with it. And so I'm glad there's options now more than ever you can ease yourself into. Like in Los Angeles, for example, there's like restaurants. You can go inside if you want. You can do the patio if you want. I'm glad that I can do the patio. I'm still takeout because I'm by myself. But I'm glad if someone rolled through, I can totally do the patio living and make that work. To your question, though, so I'm glad it's coming back. I'm glad there's options. I'm glad there's pace. But there's certain things I don't think it's going to survive the same way, if I'm being honest with you. Like movies, right? I understand. I get the whole movie thing. Oh man, watching it at home isn't the same as going to a theater with your friends. You know what I mean? I get that. But I can tell you one thing. Being in quarantine for a year, people who feel that way about movies are basically appealing to the nostalgia. Like there is nothing compelling that's going to draw you to the movies anymore because home theater systems are great. You can watch things on your phone. You can power walk down the street by watching the latest update. Like the whole thing has moved on. It is like books when the Kindle came out and we were like, oh, you can have physical books, you can have electronic books, you're good. Like movies, going to a movie room and paying $40 to watch a movie room is a kind of weird vibe that doesn't quite just anymore. Let me give a shout out to JLJ. JLJ Media turning 52 this week today on your birthday. I know you're probably enjoying it. I actually emailed him before it went live. I was like, yo, man, if you're around, come through, man, because, change of plans. It happens here, but he's probably out here laid up in his bed drinking the finest wine, the finest Merlot. If that to be, I just can't believe it, man. 52 and not a day over 39. Give it up for JLJ Media. Without JLJ, man, I don't think I'll be able to be as confident in the stuff I do. So I always look up to him. Iron sharpens iron and all that. Well, check your email, James. I'm trying to let you. I sent you a link. Come on through, bro. You can totally interview you for your birthday. Yeah, I don't know what my birthday's going to be. I know last year I did the quarantine birthday. My mom sent me a cake. She overnighted a cake because she makes it a certain way no one else kind of does. I overnighted a cake. I had lunch with a friend. I had dinner with a friend, and that was pretty much it. And a friend of mine got me a nice bottle of bourbon, Four Roses, if you're no specific. What up, Adam Woods? According to Woods, did a show with him last week about that fantastic world of content and all that stuff. But I have no idea how I'm going to celebrate my birthday this year. I don't know what do I want to do. I have no idea what I should do. It's next month. It's June 25th. I say it's my half birthday is actually Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to. I have an idea what I plan on doing for that, but I don't know. Maybe I should go out there and enjoy myself someplace. Maybe take a trip up north or to Vegas or something. Something along those lines. Adam Woods just had a birthday. Let me know what you did for your birthday, Adam. I don't know. How does Adam Woods celebrate a birthday? Now, I'm a person that believes that classically. Like I have a birthday. I don't do birth months. I don't do birth years or whatever. People are, oh, it's my birth season. It's my birth week. I like to do the day itself. But I feel like now the last 2 or 3 years, friends have always poured out and staggered. So I almost end up having a birthday thing. But again, no idea what I'm going to do or I'm going to celebrate. So for this watching What's Up Flobo After Hours, thank you so much for rolling through here. Lori Livingston cannot make it here tonight. We're just hitting here chatting, talking about life and everything in it. And I'm answering any and every question. No question is off limits because I owe it to you guys and the members of the Boisterous crew. Learn more. You can be a member at patreon.com/Flobo Boyce. I'm answering every question at one thing. And so apparently someone listened to Haywood One because we got the birthday guy himself, James Lott Junior. What up, bro?
It's me, bitches. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Are you wearing a dope? Is that new? A new shirt?
This shirt says Legends are born May 10th.
That's very specific.
It is. My birthday's May 10th. So there you have it.
That's Taurus season, I guess.
Yes, I'm a true Taurus. I have Taurus stuff everywhere. Taurus. Okay, get in the light. There's too much glare. Fuck it. Yes, I'm a Taurus. And I went and collected all my freebies today. Freebie.
Which freebies? Which freebies did you get? Like, what freebies did you get?
The most giantest drink from Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf is the peach jasmine drink. I got my free bundt cake from Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Oh yeah.
I got. Oh, this is my twin sister. I just saw her. I just gave my twin sister. It's
Your
our
twin
birthday
sister?
together. My twin sister, yes, and she made this for me. Oops, it fell. She got me. It's called. These are called Spiral of Turtles, and she made this
Ooh.
for me. She made this for me.
I didn't know
So I
you had a
got
twin
that.
sister. I'm still on that.
Yeah, you don't know her. You don't know. You don't know her. So shout out to Stephanie. And then she knows Phil Svitek. How funny.
Oh, sweet. Small
Small
world.
world. Small world. Also went to Starbucks. Got my free little thing over there. I went to Farmer Boys. I got my free Cobb salad.
Okay.
I went to.
Well, you get a free carb salad from Farmer Boys?
Yeah. Yes, they give you a
Dude,
free.
Farmer Boys is legit, man. Like,
It
it's
is.
dope.
And that
Yeah.
Cobb salad was the bomb. Tony Moore bought me lunch. He sent me me $20 and bought me Chinese food.
Okay.
My mother sent me, she Venmoed me money. I got gumbo. So
Okay.
I had that. And I went to Panera Bread and got my pumpkin muffin for free.
Yeah.
So I went all around town in between TV shows I had today and collected my freebies.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I have your gift here, but I gotta wait till. I guess I'll see you next week, or do you want me to mail it to you? Like, what do you want me to do?
No, I'm saying we're gonna see you next week.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna see the same place next week.
Yeah, well, can I do breaking news, or is that like
yes?
Cool?
Breaking news.
So James and I are completely unrelated because last I heard, James was celebrating his birthday on a bus, on a party bus.
Yeah, no.
We're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas for two different reasons, and we're gonna hang out, probably do some Vegas Eye thing or buffets. The buffets even open? I have no idea.
Hey, first of all, I'm not doing no Vegas Eye. That shit's for you people. I don't.
Why not, bro? Oh, you don't do heights, huh?
No, I'll do heights. I'm like, screw that
fun,
noise.
Though. It's fun
okay,
though.
Sure.
There's one with the. It goes really slow. It's not like
exactly.
It's not like a roller coaster.
No, exactly. That's even worse.
It's 30 minutes.
No, we're not doing that.
No, it's not like a Ferris wheel. I don't think you understand. It's like an elevator, and it just hangs out like that.
No, I know. And again, I don't. That does not interest me.
See, do you not take elevators?
Well, I think elevators inside when they're enclosed. Yes, I don't like glass elevators. I hate those too.
Oh, you hate glass elevators? Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's like that.
I know James Lott Junior. When you get older, you know what you like and what you're not going to do.
Ding dong, we got my man.
You're not the only old one here. Good God, I feel like I have silver underpants. So I don't know about you. And yes, your shirt says a legend was born May 10th. I'm nowhere near a legend, but my mom and dad did a thing 30 some odd years ago, and unfortunately they're not here anymore and probably kind of paying up for what they did 30 some odd years ago. But because of that, I was born May 7th. So something has to be kind of spoke because of such, right?
Adam Woods, you know I love you. So I will, May 7th, we will completely elevate that to legend status.
Wait! I did not know your birthday was also in May. I'm the worst friend ever.
Yeah, I mean Friday was my birthday. Yeah,
I'm the worst friend. I have no idea. And Facebook didn't even help me out at all. Facebook was like, "Nah, figure it out."
Yeah, no. I next time I'm going to Minoru Suzuki, both of you. So.
Oh wow! He has his own action figure.
That's so funny. I love it.
Yes, absolutely.
So Adam, do you do the freebie things too? I always forget mine, to be honest.
No, not at all. I think I might have. So I got this figure and a bunch of like New Japan figures. I didn't know you could get free stuff. Like I'm inclined to pay for such things because I might. Yeah,
Adam. Here's the deal, kids. Let me explain to you what the deal is. Okay, I'm not bougie or nothing, so I'm like
bougie.
Nope. That's more Flobo. He's bougie. Here's the thing. I actually joined. Yes. Oh, I thought you're all surprised. Okay, so here's the deal. So I joined every rewards program, every single rewards program, and they always do stuff for your birthday. They always give you a birthday something. So I go to my email on May 9th, and I type in birthday, and all the emails come saying, "Here you go, James. These are all your freebies." So my friends was a tradition every year, except for last year, because there's a lot. Remember, Adam? We had no birthday last year. It was a lockdown in Los Angeles, so they didn't give no freebies. They didn't give nothing to nobody last year. But every year before that, I get all my freebies. So join every rewards program, and that'll tell you that's what you do. That's what you do.
Would Montgomery Rewards be a rewards program? If I'm still signed up for the newsletter of Montgomery Awards? Is that
Woolworth?
Adam? No, Adam. That was my first job. Remember at Old? It was called Old Town Mall. That was my first job. Was Montgomery Wards. And that was my first credit card too. I was 16 years old. I was like, that's
yeah, old as hell. Old as hell.
Hey! I remember Montgomery Awards. That's all I. That's all I got to say about that. I don't know.
I remember,
go for it.
I never saw the storefront. I remember the catalog, like Popular Club Pant, Fingerhut, like Montgomery Ward. Like I never been to a
Fingerhut. Oh my god, Fingerhut. I love.
There's still slanging stuff. There's still slanging stuff, man. I gotta respect their ingenuity, I guess, or I don't know. Like they say.
You see it.
No, it was like, they say that before you die, your brain sends one last signal to the rest of your body, to know, like, oh no, we're really out this. You just late. So that's what I think when I see like a Fingerhut catalog still in existence. That's what I'm thinking. It's like they're on their dying days.
He's high, bro.
No, I'm not high. I'm just saying, the fact that Fingerhut still exists is almost like they're on death's door and they're just sending out one last signal, like, is anybody out there? Is what I'm saying.
No, Adam. My mother gets 10,000. My mother gets 10,000 magazines, and they're all Fingerhut and Christmas Crossing, and they do big business. They're huge. They do big business.
Old ladies, basically. That's
Exactly.
like QVC.
How huge are they? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, the website's still up. Fingerhut.com. It's still here. And it goes by credit. You get a Fingerhut card. You got a fresh start.
But here's the deal. When I was a kid in L.A., and Adam, you may not have been here at the time, but they had Zodies. We had Gemco. We had Fedco. We had Newberries. Fedco. We had Newberries. We had Woolworths. We had Montgomery Wards. We had Robinsons, and we had May Company, which became Robinson's May at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all and we had Magnums, and we had Capwells and Broadway.
Whoa, wait! There was a department store named Magnums.
Yes, it was. It was.
Like you could walk into a Magnum.
Well, you won't need one, I'm sure, but yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Which, by the way, happy birthday, James Lott Junior. I didn't say that.
Magnum PI, like a total loser. I was like, Tom Selleck?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like,
now, could you buy a Magnum gun at Magnums or a Magnum condom at Magnums? If not,
be false advertising. Couldn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or at least like a Tom Selleck mustache.
It was named after a family. Their last name was Magnum.
Wow. I'm James Magnum.
Exactly. There you go.
That's great. That's fucking tremendous.
That sounds straight up 80s, like brass and marble tile, tiger in the forefront, shag carpet. James Magnum.
No, you understand, Flobo. I had black lacquer everything. It was so 80s. That black lacquer tabletops, black lacquer cabinets.
Yeah.
It was everything was black, white, and gray and silver. That was my whole first apartment in 1988. That was my first apartment.
That almost sounds like a song.
1988. I'll write a song in a second. Trust me. You'll both be on it. Don't get started.
The most 70s, 80s thing is in my parents' house. They have like fake wood siding indoors.
Wow.
It was straight up Tupperware era, man. Straight up. Like what?
We had an avocado green refrigerator. So don't get me started.
Oh, that's a Tupperware color.
It's the 70s.
Yo, do you remember the horse, the bouncy horse on the stand with the springs, and every time you would try to like do something on it, you would get your fingers caught in the springs? Or maybe it was just me?
I would hear like the news reports or urban legends, like kid dies that way, and I'm like, not doing that. Like that never happened to me.
I always laugh because in the 70s and 80s, especially in the 70s, we had no supervision, and we played with pointy things, and all our toys were either wooden, we get splinters, or metal. My Tonka trucks, they were all metal. We left them outside to rust, and we lick them and play with them and touch them. And nothing happened to me. I'm fine.
Licking Tonka trucks. I mean, I was the chemistry sets got a lot weirder as I got older. When I was a kid, they gave us the actual chemicals. They're like, this could probably kill you, but have fun. Now it's like, get your parents and watch this baking soda vinegar bullshit.
You know what was my jam? It was the SeaMonkeys, because I wanted to get them for like $2.99, and then also be the leader of the SeaMonkeys. Like I always wanted to be some sort of totalitarian leader. Like I was gonna lead like the SeaMonkeys into battle. But then as I got older, I also had the same deal. I like luchadors, like going down to Mexico, and we're like, yo, you want to come and whatever, and sponsor like a bunch of Mexican wrestlers to wreak havoc on what I thought was a pretty crap
about?
WWF.
What are you talking about?
I just wanted to rule stuff. I wanted to rule stuff.
I want to tell you something, Adam, because I have a story. I have a confession to make. I have a total confession to make. I'm going to make this on Flobo's Wassup Flobo After Hours
Okay.
show. I want you guys to understand, I was like 7 years old. So don't judge me too harshly. So I wanted SeaMonkeys. So my mother got them for me. They didn't look like SeaMonkeys. They're brine shrimp. I did not know that. So because they didn't look like SeaMonkeys, I took pepper, put it in the tank, and killed them.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's how brutal I was at 7.
Breaking news on What's the Flobo After Hours. James the murderer, details at right now. Why?
Yeah, my gosh, that's like a sea monkey genocide.
It was.
Oh Lord.
My mother was so. She said she walked in. She's like, they're dead. She goes, what happened? I go, I killed them.
I was going to say something really weird. Like I remember the cartoon they had, or the children's show they had in the 90s. But you killing them off is a whole different level, bro.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. They look like the way they're supposed to look like. They have crowns and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Are we going on like dead pet stories? Are we doing that? I might have a few.
I'm afraid.
Is PETA watching this? Is PETA watching this? Okay.
No. Nope.
All right. So there.
I just won an award, man. Don't let me lose it.
Oh no. Well, okay. Well, I can say this about my mom because she's not here. So I got a turtle when I was 7, which was my golden birthday. Basically, my dad was a musician in San Francisco, keyboard player. His saxophone player bought me a turtle for my golden birthday, my 7th birthday, May 7th, what have you. So he buys it for me. I call it Michelangelo. This is the height of Ninja Turtles and what have you, right? But also, my dad was obsessed with Sharper Image. And talk about like the Montgomery Awards, whatever, like Sharper Image, like. Oh man, that was before eBay. That's where you got your cool ish. And my mom got one of those ionic like bug things you plug into the wall and had this like weird frequency that was supposed to kill roaches and everything like that. Well, it killed it killed my turtle. It killed Michelangelo.
Oh,
right?
that does happen. Yeah, the old school ones did that.
But see, my mom was like, no, like he's still alive. He just needs water. Put him in the tub. So I grabbed turtle carcass of Michelangelo, right? I'm like, Mom, it's not gonna work. And I put him in the tub, right? As the water's rising, his decrepit post-mortem deal was just like that, rising with the water. So that is my story.
Oh man. Charlene asks, hey Adam, first match you remember watching made you a fan of wrestling?
Yes, 100%. Saturday night's main event.
What was that, man? Kill the turtle.
I didn't kill it. My mom killed it, and she's no longer with us. So, yeah. My first wrestling match was Bret Hart versus Randy Savage. Bret Hart as a part of the Hart Foundation, flanked by Jimmy Hart. I think there might have even been a run-in of like Danny Davis, the evil referee. But they were all, and Miss Elizabeth, who, I mean, most people's first crush, if you watch wrestling in the 80s, Miss Elizabeth. You wanted your significant other to kind of mold into Mrs. Elizabeth. So that was it. Yeah, Saturday night's main event.
For me, it was Carmen Sandiego. James, let me ask you this, man. I know you're a big wrestling fan, but what was your first crush? No, James, he's not a big wrestling fan. James, first crush? First on-screen crush? Or as a kid?
Oh, as a kid, first crush. My first crush, it was 2. I was into blondes, I guess. It was Samantha Stevens from Bewitched.
Oh, okay.
I thought she was beautiful, and I thought I loved her as Serena, the dark-haired bad cousin. And then my real crush was Lindsay. Oh my God, Jamie Summers. Oh my God, the actress Lindsay. Oh my God,
I'm gonna put.
but it was the original Bionic Woman. The Bionic Woman.
Oh
Like,
yeah, okay.
Lindsay Wagner.
Lindsay Wagner, yeah.
That was my second. I crushed on them. They were so beautiful to me. She could
She
tear
was
the
so
phone book
active,
in
though.
half, and
Yeah.
just, and they were acting. So I liked action. I liked women who did things. I guess.
Yeah, she was
And
definitely
then-
one that moved around.
Then that changed, of course, like 15 years later. But at the time, I was into blonde chicks, white blonde chicks, apparently.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm not hating on them. That's not my flavor. But I ain't hating on you. You know, it's all good. I guess I didn't really like real. I was into Winnie Cooper a bit.
Me too.
Carmen Sandiego, yeah, for sure. Winnie Cooper was great, but she was so mean to Kevin, man. She was so mean to him. Zach,
You
what
like
you do?
that's why you liked the Wonder Years. That was your.
It was
your
one of those
show?
shows where I couldn't describe why. 'Cause I was young, right? So it wasn't like it never appealed to me in that way. But it was on. It was like a lava lamp. You know, you couldn't like turn away at it. It was like, huh? Hey, what
Yeah.
up?
Oh,
Yeah, so running my youngin, the 13-year-old
Hi.
one. Go.
Hey,
It was like him down. Hey! Oh my God! You look like him. You look like him. It's crazy.
I know,
like him.
right?
you
Yeah,
look like him.
yeah, he looked like that one. Yeah,
Like
which
that
is
one,
weird
that one.
because like when I was his age, I looked like Bat Boy from the National Enquirer. So he's filled out pretty well.
That
That
was
one.
white dude.
I have Bat Boy the musical on CD.
I didn't know there
Oh,
was
yeah.
such a thing.
Oh, you know what?
No, you didn't know that? Oh my
I
God, you
didn't
didn't
know
know
this.
that? It was a huge Broadway thing. 1 second.
This almost feels like when, because I think I know a lot about music, and then somebody played like Big Head Todd and the Monsters, and I was like,
Sure.
oh,
Oh, Bat Boy. The
ooh.
He's reading it.
See, that's me at 7. That's me at
Yeah.
7. That cover
Yeah.
picture, that's me at 7.
Reading his own memes.
Yeah, that's me.
There you
That's
go,
the
there you
most
go.
social
There
media
we go.
thing.
That's me.
It's from 2001. I saw it on Broadway in 2001.
Broadway.
I need to get like residuals, is what I'm saying, because that looks way too much like me at 7.
Oh.
They called me Manchichi when I was a kid because I had my hair would grow down here to my forehead. They called me Manchichi.
Man, kids
I
are
got-
assholes.
I got Gary Coleman.
Kids are horrible.
That's what I
Kids are
got.
horrible.
I got
Oh,
Keenan
Gary
Thompson. Yeah.
Oh, I can
Keenan
see that. I
Thompson
can see that.
or the Hercules from Nutty Professor. Hercules.
Hercules.
Oh, how funny! Oh my God,
No,
how
it wasn't funny.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
actually pretty terrible. Haywood Wong says, would you say no to Tori Wilson and Alyssa Milano? Look, I'm not trying to judge anyone's physical appearance. I'm talking about like crushes and all that. My crushes were never a certain type. But I understand beauty. I love beauty and all that stuff. I just never had any luck with the ladies ever. Not mad, just saying.
A little salty. Okay.
A lot of salty.
I
lot
feel-
of salty right now.
I feel like my wife doesn't have that great of a judge of whatever because she got with this all. Oh, we
Got
just
with-
celebrated 15 years. So
Yo, Adam, you
15
want me
Wow,
asking?
congratulations.
First of all, congratulations. 15 years is a long time, especially in Los
Thank you.
Angeles. But how did that work out? Did she like scope you out? Like, oh, there you go, right there.
I went
You
after
bad
her.
Boy. Okay,
I went
cool.
after her.
Okay.
We actually worked together, and James will love this. We opened the Chili's in Inglewood, right off of Crenshaw
Yeah,
and
yes, I know
Century.
that is.
Right.
Yes,
we
I know
opened
that
it
one.
as so we opened that Chili's as
What time did it
hosts.
open? 10? 11?
No, like
Like
we were the
when
first
you opened it.
hosts. Yeah, we opened. Yeah, we were like the first crew that were there, and it was a matter. Like I was always the like, do you like me? Yes or no type, whatever, right?
You're a
But
man,
I
you son of a
literally.
bitch.
Yeah, but see here, and I always got the no, right? But there was a point where our boss, along with like a litany of other people, and it's funny because like my mom worked for City Hall in Inglewood, so I knew all the prominent people and whatever, and they would like just chill at Chili's, and they were all after my wife, and I was just like. I thought about like doing this yes or no deal even as a 21-year-old, and I was just like, no, wait, it hasn't worked out for me thus far, and if I don't move now, I'm going to lose her. So get your ish together, dumbass. And I did, and 15 years later, here we are.
I mean, shout out to negative encouragement, but damn, the pressure you put on yourself. Come on,
Dude, it's
bro.
all or nothing. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. Damn it.
That's a very Taurus thing to think. It's a very Taurus.
I
thing.
right?
That's very us. That's very us.
Well, congratulations, man. 15 years is an awesome time with your soulmate. I assume that there's a word you use. Okay, I didn't know if you want to be like, no.
Yeah, no, I love it. I know, and it's
a starter marriage.
Here's the deal. We got together on my 21st birthday, right? So she thinks I'm an idiot for doing it, and maybe I am. But like our anniversary of getting together is also my birthday, so it ensures she gets a gift one, but it's also going to ensure that I never forget. Hashtag never forget.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to know what my pro tip was? Because I'm like the least romantic person. I don't want to say this. Hold on. Let me ask the question first. Remind me, though. Remind me. Charlene asks, what's your favorite birthday meal? I don't know. As you guys say how your birthdays, what would be your ideal birthday meal?
I'm going to let James get this one first. I already know mine.
This is a good story. Mine, I had it. It was gumbo. Seafood gumbo.
Gotcha. Sea monkey gumbo. Uprising gumbo.
Flobo,
that's why you're the comedian. That's why you're the comedian, Flobo. God.
Ties it back together. Yes. Extra pepper. Yes.
So I had two types of cheesecake right now: Costco cheesecake, as well as this. What is it? The Cheesecake Factory mango key lime pie cheesecake.
Ooh, yes.
So that's my favorite birthday meal, and the fact that I feel like I feel like a prince, right? Because I get to get literally two types of cheesecake, and I alternate.
Adam.
Oh my God,
that's not a meal. What the fuck? What's your favorite?
Yes, two
meal?
At one time. That's kind of mealish. Oh, enough calories,
yeah, dude.
bro.
That's not your meal. That is dessert.
You look at my triglyceride count, and you'll tell me different, sir.
If you get 3 cheesecakes and have one of each, that's a meal right there.
That's it.
I can't lie. Yo, I've had cheesecake for breakfast sometimes. It's all good.
That's fine. That's fine.
Hey, you know what? Here's the deal. Cheesecake in the morning. Oh, yes. 100%.
Bam.
Kirsten knows what's up.
I can't eat it anymore because I'm lactose intolerant. I can't eat it anymore.
They got Daya. Come on. Get it together, James. Come on.
Okay.
They got
No. I tried Daya. Damn what the fuck that shit is. And it was nasty as fuck. I'm like, this is not real cheesecake. I grew up on Junior's, and Flobo knows about Junior's cheesecake. That's the best cheesecake.
You can get it shipped out to you. I got my mom one.
Exactly. No, it's the best cheesecake. I'm sorry. I had the best. And I tried this faux cheesecake. It's like, no, this shit don't taste like nothing. No, I didn't like it.
Okay.
Didn't like it.
Okay. Yeah. So cheesecake in the morning, cheesecake in the evening, cheesecake at supper time. When cheesecake's on a bagel, you can have cheesecake anytime. And really, what I did, that was the old Bagel Bites jingle. And you can put in anything, right? You can put in anything in place of.
Don't do it.
Come on.
It's an obscure reference, man. It's like the
wrestling in the morning, wrestling in the evening, wrestling at supper time. When wrestling's on a bagel, you can have wrestling every.
All right, sorry, dudes. That's a comment. No, I'm just kidding. Are you kidding me, Adam? Why? You knew exactly what you were doing. That is a predetermined attack.
Wait, you're not at all saying wrestling is predetermined. How dare you, Flobo? How dare you?
It's fake.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It's still real to me. To me, it's different. I would usually say a steak, prime rib steak, but I make those myself now, especially in quarantine. So I'll say beef Wellington is my preferred.
See, I told you, bougie, fucking bougie, beef Wellington,
which is also a wrestler name.
True. It's. I pick it because I can't make it. I can make it myself, but it's too much work too. That's why it's bougie. But I used to say steak. I used to say a slab of meat on a plate was fine. But then quarantine came and said, if you want that slab of meat, make it yourself, you lazy son of a bitch. And so I did. And so if I have a chance for my birthday, I want something special, James.
You know what? In the words of the great philosopher Ashley Banks, I say, gotta make up your mind. I'm just saying.
Ashley Banks was dope. I'm just saying. Crushes? Woo!
Who's that?
Some guys were Hillary guys.
Facts. Facts.
So Lane said, don't forget your story.
Facts.
So we were talking about romance, right? So I am like the least romantic. I'm at the. It doesn't matter now because I'm single. But people will clip this out and use it against me. That's what happens when we have an original guest. So I'm the least romantic person on the planet. Like I'm the worst with gestures. I know what to do to make people think they're valued. I'm not saying that, but I forget to do it. I'm very easy at like taking someone for granted. So what I would do is I would set a rolling reminder on my phone, but it has to be odd number of days. So for me, every 13 days, I had something in my phone that my girlfriend could not decipher. It was garbage bill. And that will be a reminder for me to do something romantic. Buy flowers, grab her a yoo-hoo, take her out to movie nights. That way, I always felt like I was this thoughtful, romantic person, even though I was not thinking about that stuff half the time. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
I have no words.
Garbage bill. That almost is.
I have
no one thinks
words.
about it. No one thinks about
no
it. It's like
words.
having
I have
that
no
weird folder in your desktop called homework. And you're like 35.
This. It looks like you're taking a page out of the George Hermosa romance playbook.
Well, yeah, he has somebody. Charlene says, "Isn't Heel Jim helping in romance department?" No, because if
Oh
Heel
my
Jim was helping
God,
me,
Jim.
I'll be in prison, Charlene.
Oh, I know Jim Alexander.
I
It's
love
so
Jim.
funny. No, I do too now, because at first I wasn't sure about him, but I do. I love him to death. I've done so shows. I wasn't sure about him at first. I watched that show with you guys, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" But
Jim
then
and James are so similar.
we are. That's what I said. No, I love him. No, I
Wait.
totally. We've done shows together. I love him.
Wait, you said love Heel Jim to death. First off, who the fuck is that guy? And then second, hopefully not the love him to death like you did your SeaMonkeys. So.
No, not like that at all. Yo,
No,
Jay,
I don't kill everything.
Imagine.
All right, Elmira, I want to hug it and squeeze it until
That is a reference for us. Jim Alexander. We were AfterBuzz. We were on the wrestling shows together. Fantastic. I was on this show a couple times.
Oh
Pretty rad.
yes, yeah.
I
I know he's
Conor McGregor man though.
I don't
I know.
squeeze people to death. I like Jim. We get along very well, actually.
Are you guys huggers?
I'm a hugger.
Me too.
I'm a
I
hugger.
love one.
I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab you when I see you, Flo. I'm gonna grab you and hug
But-
you hard.
Okay, true or not true? Hasn't COVID affected your ability to hug or your willingness to?
That's my
No.
next question.
No, I'm craving it. I mean, everybody who knows me knows I'm a hugger. I mean, I come from a family, we hug. That's my whole family, Puerto Ricans, like we all hug. And so we're big huggers in my family, men, women, no shame whatsoever. So for the last year, I've hugged like maybe 3 times. So I'm like, I can't wait to hug. I'm hugging people again because all of us who are vaccinated, we hug. I'm a good hugger too. Ask him, I give good hugs.
That's what I hear about myself too, but I could do it. Like growing up, we didn't really do the physical contact thing. I think now that my parents are older, we do that kind of stuff. But like my girlfriend was like, she's Puerto Rican, well, she was. And it was like the whole thing too. Everyone's like saying, I love you, and kiss on both cheeks and all that stuff.
Yes.
It was a whole different thing for me.
Yes.
Totally
Yes,
was.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, so I mean, my dad, who was like 6'4" and whatever, he was a hugger, right? And he like bear hug, right? And as I get older, it seems like the circle around me that it gets bigger, but then the people that knew my parents get smaller and smaller. So like in a way, with my hugs, I'd be introducing people to my dad without introducing them to my dad, who's no longer here, right? So now, COVID, I'm turning like Howie Mandel. I'm like fist bumping, which I never did before.
Right. I do not believe in that elbow bump bullshit. I'd rather just
Yeah.
nod away from you and be like, what is this? Are we doing the kid and play?
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
God.
I'm not doing that. That's stupid.
If I'm elbowing, you're getting a fucking Dusty Rhodes bionic elbow or a Macho Man flying elbow.
It's so dumb. Like, I get it. Be as safe as you can, but I'd rather just be behind my own barrier than be like, we elbowed, man. That means it's as good as a handshake. Nah,
Are we bushwhackering? Like, are we getting it right in the crevice? Like your head and cranial right in the crevice?
Speaking of bushwhackers, I was a huge fan of them until they were heels on Family Matters. Totally changed my mind. I'm like, when I started beating up Carl Winslow and Steve Urkel, I was done with those guys.
So first off, they were the sheep herders in New Zealand and everywhere else, right? And then when they got to bushwhackers, right? You have to be from the British Commonwealth to really understand what the fuck that means, right? So Bush or the Bailey elbow drop, hell yes, or the Kyrie Sane elbow drop, that insane elbow, hell yes. But yes, but so here's the deal. People from the bush, if you're from a British Commonwealth or England or whatever, the bush is like, the off the beaten path, right? So there's that, right? And then whackers, masturbation. So again, people from the bush whacking off. That's what that tag team was called. Luke and Butch, the Bushwhackers.
I feel dirty just thinking about that.
10 points.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. Hey, James, question. So, song, pop culture, anything you've watched before, where as a kid you thought was awesome, but as an adult you're like, oh, that's dirty as hell. Ew.
That's my whole childhood in the 70s.
Okay, there you go.
Every song. There's a song we used to sing all the time by this group called Music. It was all push, push in the bush, push, push. It's a big disco hit. And we got
what
older.
kind of bush now? I'm confused.
No, I know. When I heard the lyrics, were like, oh, push, that means fucking, push, push. I want to do the things I'd like to do. I'm like, oh, now I get it. But that's all 70s. Everything was dirty. They were on drugs, obviously, creating these shows. Most of my Saturday morning cartoons were dirty. There's all these references I had no idea until I got older. I was like, ooh, H.R. Puffin stuff. Oh, the Bugaloos. Oh, Sigmund the Sea Monster. I realized all that stuff was just that whole Marty Krofft stuff, all that stuff. It was just crazy. So I realized.
Wait, what's up with Puffin stuff?
They were high.
They were high. Oh, jeez, please.
You can't tell me you couldn't put that shit on TBN.
No,
they were high as all shit.
Exactly.
HR Puff and Snuff. Like what? Come on, it's like right there.
I'm talking flute, Flobo. What the fuck? I'm talking flute.
I mean, it was for kids, man. I don't know.
Yeah, for kids in the 70s when their parents were getting high. That's what was going on.
Or putting what is it? The bowl parties where they put the keys in and then they left with somebody else and whatever.
I've been to one of those. Not nearly what I thought it was going to be. Lock and key parties. Oh, this is awkward. Get out. Can I just go? Where's my keys? This is I made a mistake. Get me out of here. This is weird. But yeah, I realized there's so many things that went under the radar when you were kids. You go back and listen to it, like the Peter Gabriel song "Sledgehammer." I was my god. Yeah. I was like, hey, and they say hip hop is bad.
Hello, She Bop by Cyndi Lauper. Did not know it was about masturbation.
Yeah,
later.
10 points. Turning Japanese by the Vapors.
Yes, because you're.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And it's horribly racist too. So there's that.
That was like sexually racist.
I'm Japanese because I think I'm trying to think that's the whole point. Yes.
Dude, I'm offended. I'm not even Asian. Are you kidding me?
You should be. I also am. My wife is Asian, so I get that.
Well, I come from Asian godparents, so we knew that. That's how I found out.
And there's some producer like that's perfect.
It was a hit. It was a hit. So there you go. It's a one-hit wonder.
Oh, this whole world's racist. Yo, Asian people, y'all should rise up. It's messed up, man. Like, you sit there killing me by yourself, and so it comes out. Turn Japanese. Like, what's up?
Yo, I was watching 16 Candles with the missus earlier, and I was just like, I'd never seen that movie in my life. And then they've got, the Asian dude who is the prototypical Asian dude for every 80s movie. Like, that's it. Yeah, Divinyls. Yep, from the 90s, 100%.
I touched myself.
Yep.
I touched myself. No, see, according to
that riff is awesome, though.
No, that's my time period. So all the John Hughes movies, I was the same age. So when they came out, and they all had the black guy, the gay guy, the Asian guy, all horribly. They said, "Don't be a fag, don't be gay." It was all this. It's all this stuff that I love. Those films, I can't help it. I love them, but there's just kind of like
that's him.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, so that's. I mean, look at the Revenge of the Nerds. Totally like racist stuff in that too. I loved it growing up. It's a different time period.
I was gonna say something really tame, like I miss the fact that cartoons could hit you over with hammers and anvils and shoot each other with guns, but that takes the cake.
Flobo, have you watched any of those old Warner Brothers cartoons with Daffy?
That's what I'm saying. No, when I asked the question, oh yeah, the Hitler stuff. No, when I asked the question, I thought it do with cartoons, but I didn't know all those songs were so dirty.
Yosemite Sam, right?
Yosemite, yes.
Yosemite, yes.
It's Yosemite, bloody hell. It's Yosemite. But the stuff that he would say to the dang rabbit or Elmer Fudd, you slow that down? Oh, man.
You don't have to slow it down. Bugs Bunny, there was transphobia and stuff. It was completely, those things are cringeworthy to watch now.
So I have a question, because I heard interpretations from both of you, James, I guess. Because I heard people from two different sides of this. Was Speedy Gonzalez racist?
Yes.
Okay. So I've heard both sides of it. I've heard that, yes, it's incredibly racist because he wears a sombrero and he's like, yippa, and like saying those things. But at the same time, he was actually the most clever character there. Here's the thing. Like Little Rascals, racist, but
it was that time period, but having stymie and buckwheat and all that. Also, it was all racist on some level.
Okay.
But I've heard both sides of that too. Where like, but it was the time period. That's what the kids how they spoke, and so it's kind of it's one of those things. It's like they're beloved, but also it's there's racism in it.
So my non-Latino opinion, for those of you listening, please don't flame me, was that I never thought Speedy Gonzalez was racist, but his cousin Slowpoke Rodriguez was. Because he was lazy as hell.
Exactly.
He didn't want to move anything.
Exactly.
So I guess they're both racist. I had no idea.
They're both racist. As a Latino, they're both racist, yes.
Yeah.
Is Marvin the Martian black, though?
He's literally black. He is the color of the absence of white.
Exactly. That's literally racist too. Shit.
Daffy was black too. Don't tell me otherwise. He was black.
He was. He was black. He was blackly black. He was
not getting the same opportunities as Bugs Bunny. I mean, come on, man. It was wrong.
Yo,
it was wrong, man.
It's all bad. It's all bad, kids, and that's the thing. It's all Pepe Le Pew. Another one.
Let's get out of here. I know it's kind of an old thing, but let's talk about that. Now, growing up, I always thought it was kind of cringy that he was like going after the cat, but like it was kind of understood that it's because he smelled, right? Not because he was promoting like any kind of weirdness. But now he's scared.
Yeah, no, he was roofie dude at bar. That's what I always got from him.
Exactly.
Well, apparently, and I'm like, okay, the question is, am I a dumb kid? I'm not saying that she shouldn't be canceled or should be canceled. Did I just totally miss the point of the cartoons then?
You did.
Okay. Well, now I know. 2 months later after the fact, now I know.
You missed the point of the cartoon. That's all.
The more you know, Flobo, the more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you guys just recently had birthdays, but to wrap this up, I have a question for you guys. Do you guys have wishes at all? Do you think a year ahead? Or are you just like glad you made it? What is your perspective? Like as far as like what do you want to do the next year? So.
Go, James. It's your birthday today, so go for it.
Yeah.
I have two thoughts. I'll make them quick. I just have two thoughts. One is just big. You know I can talk. So I'm talking quick. Be succinct. Just kidding. Okay, no, so I have two thoughts. No, I'm just kidding. I have two thoughts. I mean, dead air.
I love it. It's fine. You bailed me out already. You can go all the time you want.
Because we love you. Okay, so number one is as a black man, this is all serious, kind of serious. As a black man in America, I am very happy to still be here because I do walk around town. I live in Los Angeles. I live in Inglewood, where it's changing, but it hasn't gotten there yet. We had a shootout the other day outside my house. So, I mean, I just, as a black man in America, I feel like, okay, I made it. I made it to 52. Thank you, Jesus. And I want to continue. It's been very hostile in the last couple of years. In general, I'm happy to wake up. I'm happy to be here. I do have wishes. I have a lot, L-O-T-T, that I want to accomplish. I'd do it for you, Flobo. I had to do it. I had to do it. L-O-T-T. It's my birthday. Thank you, Flobo Boyce. Mr. Insensitive. But anyway. So, you said that yourself you were insensitive. You said it yourself.
I mean,
he sent links. We didn't have to be on this show. He sent links.
You have to put my truth in my face like that, though.
Just kidding. Okay. So anyway, but no, I'm glad. No, I have dreams, and I want to continue growing my companies. I want to continue. Actually, I could actually make a little announcement. I'm going on Jimmy Kimmel Live this week. I can't tell you what I'm doing, but it's actually historic. It's gonna be a historic occasion.
Can you tell us what days we could tune in or no?
I will find out for sure.
Okay.
I'll find out, let everybody know. But I'm just letting you know I'm doing that this week, and I'm going to be, historic as I'm doing it. So I want to continue doing that. I want more press for my company, the things that I'm doing. I work very, 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 very hard, and I want more press to people to know what I'm doing, what I'm creating with people, what we're doing. So that's literally just my wishes, and I'm going to see my kids and grandkids in a few weeks after not seeing them since 2019. So those are like my immediate kind of things for the year.
Respect.
Yes.
My man Adam Woods.
Oh my God, mine are gonna sound super hollow compared to James Lott Junior. Good Lord.
I mean, yeah,
that was a Nobel Peace Prize presentation. Good God. So no, 100%. I mean, health and wellness. All my friends and family. Ones are here. Ones right up above me, literally, like health and wellness and prosperity to all things. Also, prosperity to me. I don't think it's nepotism to want yourself to do well. So, like, more subscribers, that's good, right? Like, followers and jazz, so that too. And then third, last but very not least,
Very.
Dogecoin and AMC to the moon, motherfuckers!
I have AMC. It's pretty much hanging out, but we'll see. Thanks for being on the show.
Friday.
No, I'm not falling for that again. Thanks for being on the show. It was as last minute could be, but you came here and you saved my buttocks. First of all, Adam, where the world can find you online and how they can send you belated birthday wishes.
According to Woods, across everything: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I'm not really doing stuff, but I should do more stuff. But according to Woods, literally across the board. There you go.
And, well, James, where can they find your ass?
Okay, I'll tell you. I love you according to Woods. I do. I think you're just an amazing person. You are. I love the way you talk. Everything. You're just amazing, and I love you, Flobo. Okay, so you can find me at all books at Amazon.com, of course. Find all my music, my new song with Flobo is on it. He's one of the guests on the song. I Am Ready, the 2021 anniversary remix. I've been doing music for 5 years this weekend. So it is out. Go ahead, listen to it. The links are everywhere. I posted it everywhere. Listen to it. He does a great job. He sounds smooth as silk. Go ahead, listen to that.
I might.
He's fine.
Thank you, Flobo, for doing this.
Oh, I'm not done yet. Okay, all my audio dramas, go to anywhere you listen to podcasts and just type in JLJ Media. All my audio dramas are there too. My company's called JLJ Media. Go to JLJ on YouTube and subscribe. And lastly, Flobo's favorite, you can follow me where all James Lott Juniors are sold. At James Lott Junior on all social media platforms and on TikTok. And that goddamn video is still going viral about bread and refrigerator. I'm done.
Okay.
I think we're alone now.
Yeah. We were saying something, Adam, before we get out of here.
No, thank you, Flobo, for having us on, Tauruses, because we can be hard to handle at times.
Yes.
So I'm just saying.
True.
So, yes, big ups to Flobo and James Lott Jr. for all they're doing. These are two people, my brothers. I'm so glad to say that I admired from afar, and to be in their universe, so to speak. It just Mario Yamasaki's hearts for all of you.
You are amazing. You're amazing.
I guess this is the first time I can say this, but this is the award-winning What's Up Flobo After Hours every Monday night. We are back here. Well, until next time, you know the deals. Don't make your mama buy the SeaMonkeys if you're not going to take care of them. It's a really sad thing. We're out.
James Lott.